was good. I liked that. You went like that, and the lights came on. that was impressive.
Good evening, Martin.
Good evening, Julian. Welcome, everybody. This is New Music Mondays on Discover TV. Hello.
How you doing? Oh, I must show you my new vinyl I found.
Welcome back to Julian von Sicki.
Yes.
Von Lurgi. What new? Oh, we're doing record collection stuff.
Yeah, hold on.
Look at that. No, there are people who'd be enjoying just watching you flick through it. That's a whole new thing we could do. Splendid.
You know who that is?
Very good. No idea.
Curring Bin and Leon and Bridges.
Oh yes, you were at the show last week, right?
No, I was at Jacob Banks.
Why am I thinking? Why did I get that mixed up?
But these are very, very cool. If you're a vinyl collector, get this double. That's seriously a good collection.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Well,
very cool.
Got any records over here? Look, I've got one here. Look, one as well. I'll grab that.
Can't see what that is.
Well, you're unlikely to know it. There you go. Get on screen there.
Something robots.
Album Obey Robots, 1 in 1,000.
Don't know.
So no, unlikely to. Do you know Ned's Atomic Dustbin? Is that a name that means something
Yes,
to you?
yes.
So the guitarist Rat from Ned's Atomic Dustbin and Laura Kidd, who's an artist called Penfriend, have done a collaboration album, this is it, Obey Robots. But it's a very good album. Check it out anyway because it's fantastic. But they've done a tremendous job. This album actually hit number 14 on the UK album chart.
Wow.
Complete independent release. No label involved, it's all independent, nobody else is involved. Number 14 on the official album chart last week.
Shows you what's possible.
Exactly.
It definitely shows you what's possible. I'm going to try one more time.
Massive, brilliant success story, and well done to them. And partly it's obviously it's tenacity, it's effort, it's talent, it's it's all that kind of stuff. It's good music,
yep.
But it is about making. That doesn't come overnight. That's a lot of work over a lot of years as well. That's that Laura's been working at her art for 15 years or something like that.
Oh wow.
So it doesn't come out of nowhere, but it does prove that it's possible. So well done to those guys. That sounds brilliant.
Well done to them.
And it is a great
well
album. It's a good listen. It's not all about the stats. It's great music on there. Recommend that. Obey Robots. Good fun videos as well.
Unfortunately, we have a bit of a sad news again in South Africa. Another one of our rappers passed away this weekend. This time not killed or shot down, cold blood. Costa Titch, unfortunately, was at the Ultra Music Festival performing, and he had a seizure of some kind. We're not 100% sure what actually happened, but he did have a seizure and unfortunately passed away on stage. Literally fell on stage, fell onto the floor, and within minutes he was dead. Very, very hectic, so condolences to his family and to everybody who knew him. I actually met him a long time ago when he was still just a dancer at the Casterbridge Music Academy. I only realised that yesterday. Very talented young kid, but it's like this really weird, hectic thing has happened. So about a year and a half ago, Costa, aka and Ricky Rick, did a cover new version of a track called Nkalakatha, which was originally done by Mendoza, who passed away. Subsequently, since that track was released, Costa Titch, aka Ricky Rick, passed away.
Amazing.
That's like freaky, creepy, weird stuff. It's like and there was a famous 70s movie where apparently half the crew died. A horror. What was that? Was that Exorcist?
Was it
one of those.
I don't. There's all these rumors that go around about those. There was the other one with the. There's two with the kids in it, wasn't there? There was the Exorcist, and there was the other one. All I can see is the TV screen. Poltergeist.
Yeah, Poltergeist. That's it. Poltergeist, which was Drew Barrymore, wasn't it?
It might have been.
Yeah.
You might be right.
And apparently half the crew died after making that movie.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like there's a movie series called Final Destination.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like all of that kind of thing, and it's just like it's so weird and freaky, and you just sit there and you go like, this is just too insane.
Yeah.
All three guys have now passed away, and they're like all three in their prime.
That's very sad. That's
very sad.
I know
And
we're
yeah,
as humans,
so-
we like to see connections and things. It doesn't mean that they exist, but
No,
you
not,
look
but
at
it's
that
just,
sort of thing. Go, whatever else is happening there, that's just really, really sad.
yeah, it's just so
And
sad,
too
man.
soon,
You
but it
feel-
just reminds us that none of us know how long we've got. We
No.
like to think we're in control and we know what's going to happen, and I'll plan for next year and all that bit. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that, but none of us know how long we're here for.
Absolutely.
So make the most of it. Don't forget
Please
to
do, guys.
be,
It's
kind,
so
be kind
important.
to each other. Do all the nice things to take care of
It's
yourself, because
so
life is short.
important.
All of a sudden.
So important. Please make the most of your life and just do whatever you can to enjoy it and love the ones around you and just embrace life.
And spend the next
Unfortunately,
hour with us, because that'll be fun. I'm trying to lift. I'm
It
trying to
always
lift
is.
it. Keep it light, Julian.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry,
trying to lift it.
Martin.
Lift the mood a little.
Every time I freaking have the show, I'm passing our condolences again.
Yeah,
So-
no, yeah, I don't want to take that lightly, but yeah,
No, but it
Okay.
is. It's hectic. It's very, very hectic.
there's a lot of life to be had as
Yeah.
well.
Yep, absolutely. Just on the subject of AKA, his album went gold, one of the fastest streamed albums in South African music history. So he's definitely being remembered in the right possible way, which is for his music,
Fantastic.
which I think is the most important thing. But yeah, we're here. We new
Good to
music
know.
Mondays. Did you hear the new Depeche Mode track
I
that
was
dropped
about to
out
say,
of nowhere?
That sounds like a good segue into.
Yeah,
Yeah, wow. And talk about. I mean, we talked about Ghosts again, didn't we? In a little bit on a couple of shows. It's. I mean, you wouldn't expect the sound of the new song from the sound of the previous one. It's
On the
like,
same album.
okay.
But it's
This
like-
is from the same album. Okay, wow. Yeah.
but it's like, how dark is that?
Yeah. Good
I was
sound.
like, yes, please.
Right, yeah,
That's the darkness that I like.
So I kind of like. It's kind of frustrating, but I kind of like about it as well. It's very hard to track the beat on it.
Yeah,
Like where does it land? It's like
yeah, it's just this
I don't know
weird
where
kind
that's
of.
going. Yeah, it's very woozy.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Cool.
I like it a lot. So yeah, 2 weeks to go for that album to drop. Can't wait. And there's also the new U2, the Surrender, which is the 40 reinterpretations of U2 that's coming out.
Yeah, I think it may be out already actually.
Is it?
I think it may be.
I've
out
only seen a
already.
couple of the tracks.
I mean, that might be why I've seen it, because they
Yeah.
do that now, don't they? So put the album. You think the album's out, and it's not.
Yeah, no,
similar,
it's
the
some of the
Everything
tracks.
But the Girl album is basically pre-released now as well, isn't it? There's a couple of tracks being released from
Yeah,
that.
3
That's-
tracks
that's,
of that
That's
out
a
now.
great sound as well. Love that.
Yeah, love that. So some interesting new music coming up. Lots of new music coming out in South Africa, but we're going to focus on our 3 guests tonight. So quite excited. It's quite a bumper show we got tonight. We better get started, otherwise we'll be sitting here all night.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
know, you
there
and
going,
I-
Come on.
You know, you and I, we can sit and talk all night. So should we get our first guest on?
Yeah, we'll have to do that that's a different show.
Let's do it. Here we go. Good evening, guys. So let's get this right. So it's Eugene from Punkfontein and Meel from your own band, which is it just Meel Vignetting?
Vignetting. Meel Vignetting.
Vignetting. Yes, these names, guys. Can't
We have
do it.
We have a voice note that I repeat listen to get the name down.
So please just pronounce the whole band, the whole featuring and everything together, please. In one go.
Me? Oh my god. So it's Punkfontein featuring Meel Vignetting.
Okay, Martin, did you get that all?
I got it all.
Martin, please repeat.
It's now being recorded for posterity as well. Yeah, put it on me. Punkfontein featuring Meel Vignetting.
That's not
Yeah.
bad. Guys, you've got to give him 5 out of 5 for that. That is definitely not bad.
Definitely, yeah. Well done.
Nailed it.
Did my best.
Okay, so explain this all to us, guys, because obviously for us, for those that are new that do not know this collaboration and the bands, tell us a little bit how this came together.
Yeah, so last year, I think it was around November, well, in October, we started talking about, Punkfontein started talking about like what's lying ahead, what's our next move, and it came up to consider a collaboration, and we jammed a show with Meel, I think a few weeks before that, and we were like thinking maybe that would be ideal, and then I had a show at Railways with another, like a couple of other guys, and we were just like chatting, and like she brought it up, and I was just like, okay, this is sick. And we started actually that weekend sending the idea around, and like a week later, the song became.
And
Yeah.
even the song title, how do I pronounce it?
Leviathan.
Leviathan.
Leviathan. Come on,
this is like-
that's not a hard name. Come on. Leviathan.
We've heard some funny things.
Punkfontein featuring Meel, Vignetting, and the Leviathan. That's quite a mouthful. Let's be honest.
We didn't
That's
think
how we
about
like
the
it.
ease.
Like, I'd hate to be a radio presenter every time trying to pronounce this as the and coming up next week. Going, damn it! I'm just going to play the song, everybody. Which is what I'm going to do right now.
It hasn't been as bad as I thought it would be. So for the most part, people seem to be getting it right. So
Don't pay attention. Don't take Julian as a weather bell as to whether this is hard or not. It's not.
Thanks, Martin. What are you trying to say?
I'm saying the word Leviathan is not particularly
No.
tricky. That's
I'm still trying to get the Meel.
Vignetting.
Vignetting.
Vignetting. I'm never going to get that.
It's like
I was going to say Punkfontein featuring Meel. And I'm going to present the
That'll
song,
work.
the Leviathan.
we're gonna change our name to Vignetting Fontein.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, don't do that. That'll just definitely confuse us. Okay, so, the collaboration, the track. Tell us a bit about how the whole track came together.
You wanna take it
Yeah,
away?
so Gareth had the song in his archive apparently, and yeah, so when we spoke about it, he thought that it would be a good opportunity to use it. And yeah, he sent it to Eugene and I, and Eugene kind of worked his magic first, and then it just made my job a lot easier to round it off. So
And Eugene, why Meel?
Like I don't know, like first person. Okay, no, no. Like we really, when we saw what she does on stage, because I've known her, like we've met like over the years, but like actually seeing what she was doing on stage was like, yeah, it was really like a cool experience, and we just thought maybe because. Yeah, it doesn't help necessarily collaborating with someone in your field or like doing the same thing as you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of different, and it would be great having a female vocalist involved as well. She was just like the perfect match for it. Well, and she was so keen originally, so that made it way easy.
That definitely
We were like surprised
was
for her saying yes.
helps. Would you like to collaborate on a track?
Like, I don't know.
No,
She
please,
didn't
please,
ask
please,
us.
please, please, please.
Will the name be complicated? Yes. Okay, let's do it.
We're in. It's an easy song. It's a punk rock song.
Yeah, but so we have to complicate the other part of it, which is people trying to pronounce the name.
Definitely.
There's no video for it, correct? Because I was only
No.
sent a track. Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check I hadn't played the wrong thing. All right, well, let's listen. Let's find out. Ladies and gentlemen, Martin, you can intro this.
Okay. We're about to listen to Punkfontein featuring Meel, Vignetting and Leviathan. The Leviathan, it says there, sorry, the Leviathan.
Guys, let us know what you think. Here we go.
Here we go again, it's time to show up. Never thought I'd grow up and get close to where I am. I don't even know what you're feeling, but I can tell you that it's all just for the show. Without monsters, we are always being undead. And I don't even wonder where we go, 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 where we go from here.
You and I, we hitch a ride through a rugged sky with no alibi.
I had was never real, but my heart quickly answered the words. Then I remember that I'm in too deep. It's sink or swim, and there's always a crutch nearby. With our monsters, we are always being hunted. And we shouldn't even wonder where we go, 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 where we go from here.
You and I, we hitch a ride through a rocket sky with no alibi. I'll take your hand as we fly. We escape the Leviathan. These are our nights alone. The world is weak, so let's be strong. Jump in, jump on, fight forever to right out. You and I, we hitch a ride through a rocket sky with no alibi. I'll take your hand as we fly. We escape the Leviathan, and we stay on course till morning. No need to know where we're going.
Punkfontein featuring Meel, Vignetting, and the Leviathan. I don't know if I got that right, but hey.
Well,
I got it somehow like that. Something like that. Something like that.
Do you
I
know
love it,
what
guys.
a Leviathan is?
No, I have no. I was about to ask that question.
Okay. So it's like a sea serpent, basically like a
Okay.
demon.
Martin, you and I both think very much alike, and you're muted, Martin, so just quickly unmute yourself. Because exactly what I can see there, Martin,
Yeah,
is
I was
exactly
like,
what I
where-
was
I was
thinking.
like, where have I seen that before, and why have they gone for this cover image?
Yeah.
Is that right?
it's completely original.
I was like, this is really good. It's like this very unusual choice of cover image, and then I was like, wait a minute though, it
And not
feels
only that,
familiar somehow.
there's a slight, I can hear a little bit of No Doubt in there, mixed with a bit
Are you
of
serious?
teenage. Yes, absolutely. With the mix with a bit of Teenage Dirtbag. Who was that band? It did that.
Wheatus.
Wheatus,
T.
I think.
Wheatus. Mixed with a bit of Wheatus and a little bit of that punkish there. So it's nice. It kind of gives me a really cool 90s feel that I kind of like, very nostalgic in that way. So I really like it, guys. I really do. It's got a really nice, cool, but yet it's got a modern taste to it. But yeah, definitely.
Was the idea behind the cover? Was the idea behind the cover to go? That'll just be fun, or was it actually a kind of let's give people the nod to No Doubt, or is it just like nah, that'll be fun? How did that come about? Because I love it.
I think, like, if you don't mind, Meel, like, so
Go
she
for
was
it, please.
busy working on a No Doubt tribute show,
Oh,
and like during that,
no doubt
period,
that makes sense.
like, yeah, it was just kind of relevant, and she also like sent I don't know, I think she shared the album with us, if I'm not mistaken, and I saw the artwork, and it just like kind of fell into place, because I was like, hey, we're four guys, there's four guys in the photo, she's there, and obviously that period of music influenced us all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it felt like maybe it could be a cool, what's the word? Homage? Or like a
Homage.
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 Well, I think it's freaking clever, guys, and I absolutely love it. And the track goes well. It's got a great vibe to it as well in terms of the track. You know, I'm just going to have to go and do a No Doubtish video.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but very, very cool. Is this the start of something with this little collaboration, or is this just a once-off?
I don't know. We always try and be in control until we're not. So we'll see what's up.
Oh, I love it. And I really, people go get it, guys. Go and stream it on all platforms. It's available on Spotify, Bandcamp, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube, iTunes, all of the usuals. Tidal, Amazon Music, everywhere. Even Napster. I see you guys actually got a Napster link. I haven't seen a Napster link on anything for years.
I was also
don't know.
surprised. I was like, what?
I don't even know that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good or bad. Like,
No,
that's good.
Evo's
You know what,
brilliant.
I had a Napster subscription until about 2 years ago, I think. So only a couple of years
Really?
ago.
So they-
Napster subscription.
They're relaunching Napster. So if I click on your link, it says we're not available where you are yet. We will probably be soon. So follow us on social media to stay up to date. And South Africa isn't listed in the countries that it's launched with. So that'll be quite interesting. So it looks like people in the States that are watching the show in the UK. Is it in the UK? Yeah, it is in the UK already, Martin. So I don't know if that link works for you. But yeah, it's available on Napster as well.
Web
But yeah, on
3.
all your
Napster makes
all
a
your-
Web 3 move. I don't know.
Get a VPN and
yeah, I'll do that. I'll put on my Express VPN and check it out.
Yeah,
guys-
so there's an opening. This is where every bloody YouTube channel in the world's getting sponsored by a VPN. Why are we not sponsored by a VPN? Come on, VPNs.
Okay, we'll sort it out this week, but we'll approach ExpressVPN to sponsor our show. Guys, thank you so much. Really enjoy the track. Hope to hear more soon. Please keep us up to date with what's happening on both bands, but obviously anything more happening on the collab side, please let us know and keep us up to date.
Hey guys,
Loving the
good luck.
sound.
Thank you.
Want
Thanks
to
for
hear
having
more.
us.
Definitely want to hear more.
thank you so much for having us. And
Thanks,
playing
guys.
the song.
Oh yeah, no, we loved it. Thanks, guys. We'll chat soon.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay.
Cheers, bye.
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 Very cool track. Absolutely love it. Got a great vibe to it.
Yeah.
Kind of wasn't what I was expecting, to be honest, except for when I saw the cover. Then I was going, is this going to be very no doubtish? And it's definitely got that feel.
Yeah. They've done such a great job of that, because I honestly I looked at that and I went, it just reminds me of something. Is it is it just that it's a bit like that? And then when I looked up, I was like, oh no, it's exactly like that. It's obviously
Clever.
very, very deliberate.
Very intentional and very clever. So absolutely love it. We're going to head to the UK. So we've got a bit of a bouncy once going on today. South Africa, UK, back to South Africa. We're going to get our next guest on, who's been a guest on this show before. Let's get him on. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello. We love,
How
we
are
love-
you guys?
We love a return visitor. But I've
Yes.
forgotten. Is it Jesus? Jesus.
Yes, Jesus.
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 Yeah.
Welcome
okay.
back to the show.
Thank you very
Artist
much.
known as Velazquez. God, we're having trouble tonight, but I hope I said that right.
Actually, I find it easier to say Velazquez than I can
There
say
you go. Well, okay.
Mel.
Well, it's good to have you back. You are representing the UK. Where are you? Are you actually in the UK at the moment?
Yeah, I'm in London.
You're in London.
Yeah.
You know, just like to check.
Double check.
Yeah, never know. We'll
It's on your
accept anyone.
location, no problem.
Yeah, I'm loving the purpleness that's going on.
Oh yeah, I can change it.
Oh, no, don't.
I'm not
Kind
gonna
of ties in with the track, doesn't it? You're very clever like that, I think. You definitely keep the color schemes to go with the song that you present in the
Yeah,
evening.
I guess. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's more like how I am really. This is how I want my flat to look like.
Yeah, but guys, look
That's
how
how my
cool this
music
is. Let's
runs.
just show, because
It's looking
you're
really-
proper. Check it there. That is a professional setup, huh? Check, there we go. Check
you go.
that out.
Look at that. This is that. I mean, this is that is like you're about. That looks like you're about to do a proper podcast stream.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm about to do YouTube.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. Looking good. Remind us. I know we've had you on the show before. I think it must be getting on for a year ago. I
I
imagine.
think it was last year, yeah.
Yeah, a
And
little-
maybe
little while
around
ago.
October, was it, or November?
So really lovely to have you back on. But for the purposes of anyone who didn't catch us the last time, remind everyone who you are.
So I'm Velazquez. That's my artist name, and I do sort of synth pop, indie dance sort of music. And I'm just releasing an EP, which is called it's gonna be called Game Over, and I've released 3 singles with this one. And this is Midnight Simulation. It's the 3rd one, just before the release of the whole E EP.
Fantastic. And when people hear the music, but in particular when they see the video, the Game Over element. of
Link
this
is very-
will make a little bit more sense. Okay.
Yeah, it could easily be played with this background as well, no problem.
Fantastic. And what is the inspiration? I mean, that sounds like it's going to be obvious, but you've got an EP. It feels like it's thematically linked. But what is the inspiration? What is the theme? Where are you writing from?
Well, I've always been a huge fan of video games, really, especially retro video games. And I guess it came to a point in my career, my music career, when I was like a bit like, I don't know, not bored, but I just wanted a change. And then I just realized I wrote this song. I wrote "Game Over," and then I realized that I could be a really interesting path for my next couple of years, I'd say. And that song became my project pretty much, and I haven't released it yet. It's interesting.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, and that's sort of where I'm going, and I guess I'll carry on after that with probably something similar. I'd say.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So was it
Again,
a distinct change? What were you doing before? Was it a big change, or where did you switch?
Well, I used to do sort of indie rock and indie, yeah, almost songwriting, acoustic guitar sort of style, really. You know, just me singing with a guitar and a band. And I used to have a band as well. And then I don't know, it just went electronic. I guess it all ties together when you do something more electronic, and then you put video games in, and it's like more like into the electronic world. And yeah, I just really enjoyed that song and where he was going. I was like, I want to do more of this. This is definitely what I want to do next.
And I think we asked you this last time, the creation of these music videos. How did that all come about?
Oh, that was such a cool idea, you know. I was just thought I didn't know what to do for my music videos. I guess a lot of people had the same problem. Some people like to record themselves to going around, and I just don't like that. I don't want to be in a video. So I was like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, I mean, it's all about video games, isn't it? So I was like,
Yeah.
why not maybe just look around, see if there's some indie games that would like to be like indie game developers that would be like would like to collaborate with me and maybe use their video game for a music video, and we both sort of work together in that way, you know. And I did it with my last two songs, and this is like, yeah, I was just like, it went really well, and they loved it. I loved it. People like it a lot as well. Like everyone's like, "What's that? Is that a video game? Is that?" And they're asking for the link now. They're like, "Oh, wow, can I play that game?"
So give us who the guys that actually developed this game that you're working with, obviously on this track.
So this guy, oh my god, what was his name? He's on Twitter. I think it's on the actual video, you know.
They're featuring the indie game by Ben James.
There you go.
There's
Ben
a link
James.
to the game, so go and check out Ben James, 171.itch.io/star-runner. So you'll be able to check that once you do watch the video. So Ben James has actually been responsible for creating this game and the video, which I think is such a cool concept, man. I absolutely love that, and especially when you consider how big the gaming and music world is together as well. I mean, even you take a game like FIFA, which is renowned for its soundtracks of music. And
Yeah.
I mean, you know, half the game you're actually listening to the soundtrack. So I think it's absolutely amazing, and to take it to that next level with what you've done with Midnight Simulation. What was the previous track called again? I'm just trying to remember.
Level Up was
Yeah.
the previous
Yeah,
song.
that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
That's it. And incorporating the game into this, I think is very, very cool. It's totally unique and totally original.
Yeah, I just want to do things like that. I thought it would be like a good start for what I want to do, which is more like this. I don't know how it's gonna go, or I don't know what I'm gonna do next.
Hey,
but
have
it's
fun,
gonna
man.
be something like that. I enjoy this sort of, you know, like playing around with video games and music.
Well, let's check it out. Should we do that?
Let's
And
do
tell
it.
us what you think of the track Midnight Simulation by Velazquez, featured on the game Star Runner by Ben James. Tell us what you think. Here we go.
Feeling suffocated. I'm in the wrong dimension. And real life's overrated. I need a light when the sun goes down. Testing the emulation.
Fortnite Simulation, Velazquez. I love it. We'll have to
No,
watch
gone.
the end.
There we went.
Ah,
He won.
absolutely love it. It's brilliant. I love the vibe of it. I love the track. I love the whole pop synth sound. It all works, and it all works together harmoniously. And just the video, even though in the simplicity of being a video game, takes you on a story and a journey, which is just so cool, and everything works. It's just like, it's perfect.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's just I really like this song. I couldn't wait to release it, and yeah, it's just like it's just when you do something and you know exactly what you're doing, like
Yeah.
exactly what you gotta do. It's sort of like the ideas come to you more than it's not like you forcing anything. It's just happening, and that's sort of where I am right now, and I'm really happy with that because that's a long process. It takes ages to get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm doing this. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're having fun.
I am actually, yeah. Even
Yeah.
now, because I've got game over already. It's just, but I'm doing new music, and it's just like when you open a project, you're like, okay, let's do what I do.
Yeah, let's go. I think
I
again,
can't wait for the EP.
It's trusting to follow those things sometimes, isn't it? Like you said, it's a bit of a change of direction. But you go, no, this feels like I've got to trust my gut because this feels like the right way to go, and you get I don't know in touch with something. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it's the best feeling.
Yeah, amazing.
When's the EP dropping?
So I'd say it's gonna be, I think, the 26th of April, I think, which is Friday, if I'm correct. And it's funny because the day after or the day before is my birthday, something like that. Let me see. So I just want to do it on that day. Like, definitely, yeah. It's the day after. It's the 28th.
28.
I hope things change, but that's the idea.
Well, please, and there's
One
another
thing
video
your
still to
birthday
drop
won't
to with
change,
us.
so we want to do it around then.
Yeah. So there's another video to drop before that, or is it going to be dropping as part of the EP?
Yeah, it will be with a video as well. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if I'll release it as a single afterwards. I'm not sure, but the video will drop on there.
You're gonna have to come back. You're gonna have to come
Another
back and
video
play for
game
us.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll be here.
Yeah,
I'll be
please
here.
come back when you're ready. 6 weeks, whatever that is.
Yeah.
6 weeks time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Give
roughly.
us
Something
a
like that.
shout. Come back on.
I will. I
Great to
will
catch up
let
with
you know, guys.
Cool.
Lovely.
Absolutely love it. Thanks so much. Remind people how they can get a hold of you.
Was that sorry?
Remind people how they can find out more information.
Yes, it's Velazquez on Spotify, Velazquez Music on Instagram, and it's all there. Literally on Instagram, I got my Instagram. It's got everything there. There's like a link on my bio, and there's links to the songs, to my Spotify, to the YouTube videos. And if you want to play the game, I'm gonna release the video probably tonight, and I put it on my Instagram again, and then everyone can just get in the link, check the description, and the video game is there.
Go and play the game.
We're definitely going to go and check it out.
What a great
Thank you very much.
collaboration. That's fantastic.
Thanks,
Thank
Jesus.
you, guys.
Great having you
Thank
on the show again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Really happy to be here. I'll see you
again
next
soon.
time.
We'll see what colour the background is next time you come.
We'll
Yeah.
see. It'll be a surprise.
Cool, man. Thanks a lot.
Right.
Cheers,
see you
mate.
soon.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Love it.
I feel like
Adding
they
it
do
to-
those, they sometimes do those Google game things, don't they? You can like get on a, I don't know, what do they call it, a Google Doodle thing or a Google? What do they call it? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Doodling.
No, you know when you get on Google occasionally because they're like doing a thing. for
Yeah,
a day,
they have those Google games.
and they'll get like games. Yeah, it feels like that'd be good. If you could get Velazquez linked up with Google with a game developer as well. There you go.
Well, I've been trying
Explode
to add it
universally.
to our New Music Mondays playlist on Spotify, and it won't let me.
I don't think
Save.
I don't think he's released it yet.
Oh, that's probably why. Oh, yes, it's,
He
he did just say so. Sorry. Oh man, I'm like, I want to add it to the playlist. I'll go back later tonight and add it to the playlist when it's released. I'm like, what's wrong here? Something wrong.
That was a New Music Mondays premiere.
There you go.
Way!
Excellent. Thanks, Martin. I can't play that right now. Well, I love it. So it's a great check. And Andre has been waiting so patiently in the background since the beginning of the show. Should we get him on?
No. Yes, I mean yes.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Here we go. Good evening. Andre. There you go.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hey, how you guys
Welcome.
doing?
Okay, and you.
Alright.
Welcome to the
Awesome,
show,
yeah,
Andre
fine, thanks.
Visagie. Excellent.
Thank you
Now,
very
apparently,
much.
I thought we were actually having you on next week, but you're getting married this weekend.
Wow.
Yes, I'm getting married. Can you believe it? Never thought it
Congratulations.
could happen.
Congratulations.
Thank you very
man.
much. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Yeah, very,
Very,
very
very
cool.
nice.
So tell us,
Yeah.
who is Andre Visagie?
Guys, I've been on the whole interview, listening to everyone. I presume no one can speak Afrikaans. So Andre Visagie is an Afrikaans singer from South Africa. I live in the most beautiful town that exists in South Africa, Zanin, and I do a lot of
Nice.
rock and roll and let's say a little bit of background of opera. Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Opera.
Okay, cool.
Did
And
you
if
say
you- if-
opera?
opera.
Wow.
Opera.
Okay.
Opera. And if you had to describe the sound, because I know what the first thing I kind of thought of when I first listened to you was kind of fuck off, Politica. A bit of that vibe to it. Meets Aching. So kind of like that kind of really cool rock vibe of that kind of, that very
Well,
Cape Town
thank-
sound, which is really cool. How would you describe the sound of Andre Visagie?
First of all, I want to say thank you very much for saying that about Punkfontein. That's a great honor to hear that, first of all, because those are the greatest bands in our country.
Yeah, two
Yes,
of my
but
favorites.
those guys, you know, since I've been like 15 years old, I've been listening to them, and they're great. And I'm definitely going in the same direction as them. You know, I love the rock and roll and the way they write and the lyrics and everything. So yes, if you want a quick breakdown of what my music means, I can kind of give it to you in English. I'm gonna listen to this. The first lyrics are hierdie damwal breek, maak oop die sluise. In English, that would mean this dam wall is going to break, open the gates. And basically, most people have the same kind of idea about it. You know, a lot of people keep in their emotions and build it up, and sometimes it's just needed to open the gates of dam wall and maybe cry. I don't know if a lot of men are listening to this, but definitely, you know, if sometimes you just need to let it go. And that's what this song is about. So if you hear these words, hierdie damwal breek, maak op die sluise, the gates. The sluise is the gates.
Nice.
You know what? And I kind of love that with music. You don't have to be able to speak the language to necessarily feel the song or even get to understand the song to a large degree. And I think that's what's a great thing about music. That, I mean, you know, like sometimes we don't understand what they're saying, and it's like, so what? It's cool. The song has a feeling and an impact on you, and you can relate to the song regardless of whether you understand the words of it or not. And I think that's what makes music so universal and so cool. I mean, I'm South African, but I don't speak Afrikaans very well, but I can understand to a large degree. But a lot of the times, because I'll listen to Fokoff and Francois, etc., but it's not about understanding the lyrics. It's about the emotion of the song and what the song brings through in the music, which I think can be so powerful.
Yeah, you know, I've done a lot of interviews where I've been with like Joe Black, Francois van Coke. I've done a lot of shows with them. I honestly don't know if they know I was there, because you know these guys are famous and awesome, you know. But I've done a lot of shows with them, and every time I meet them, it's like a revelation. It's like you know, you speak to the guy and he's like, "Hey, Andre, whatever." And then the next moment they get on the stage and they just create these awesome shows. Like that's where you realize this guy has talent. You know, not just
legends
talent.
in our industry.
Yes, legends is actually the word. I mean, it's amazing for me, and that's been the best, you know, my career so far.
Andre, is this your first track? Is this your first?
Oh
single?
no, actually, I've got a lot of tracks. This is my first single. I'm deciding to like just kind of not quit anything, but just keep some stuff on hold and give everything. And you know, if it takes money, if it takes videos, I'll do it. But yes, I've got a couple of tracks on all the digital platforms. But this is my big first single, and yeah, I hope everyone kind of likes it.
Nice.
No, they will. I'm sure they will. And music video to go with it. So what I think we're going to do is let's play the track, and then you can tell us a little bit about the music video afterwards.
Awesome stuff. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Here we go. This is Andre Visagie with Dumval. Tell us what you think. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go.
Yeah.
Bring jou skare, bring jou as de winkelson. Ek en jy bou nog kastele, wat ons aan na God sou vat en jy bereken nog steeds wat die waarde se wees. Hierdie dam op pret maak op die sluise, dan weer meer, dit is die grijste wolke, dit is een golwe. Maak op die sluise, dan weer meer, dit is die grijste wolke, dit is een golwe. Kom buig ons achteroor, jou rug is aan die einde. Ons gaan begin, ons sal sy kat vir jy verdrink. Ek swing nie steer eens in een richting, vir jou gemoed is en jaak is hier om jou te wees. Jou oor te seer is van al die gebiede, die dam ontbreek maak op die sluise. Kom weer neer, die vergrijsde wolke, die se golwe. Die dam ontbreek maak op die sluise, dan weer neer, die vergrijsde wolke, rij op die se golwe. Jy dink jy staan is, maar jy het nie verander. Jy hoef nie te verander. Ek weet jy dink jy staan is, maar jy het alles door. Maak op die sluise, dan weer neer, die vergrijsde wolke, rij op die se golwe, op die se golwe, rij op die se golwe. My ziel, jy is vry, van die lewe waar hy slechte man lei, die vrou is op haar einde, sy dol weer neer, op ons grijse wolde, rij op die se golwe. Jy hoef nie te verander, jy het nie verander, maar jy het alles.
Brilliant. Andre Visagie, Dumval. Love it. Absolutely love it. Well done, man. That's really
Thank you very much.
I've got to say one thing quickly, though, before we get into the music video. I've got to love the gaming sounds that are in that track. That kind of remind us of Velazquez. In the little breaks there, like those little sounds that come through that are very like Nintendo Game Boy
yes.
kind of vibe. Yes, and it's so it's quite ironic.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm so glad you actually realized that, because I just wanted to give some compliments to was it just Jesus, the previous guy?
Yeah, Velazquez, yes.
Coding, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's up to. That was a pretty good song. I mean, me and my guitar was sitting here. I just Heinrich in the back. I don't know if you guys are ready to see
Intro,
him, but here he is.
Come on, Shane. Poor guy sitting behind you half the time. Intro.
Oh yeah, Andrew, give us the worm. No, he's not going to do it now. He usually does it on Fridays. Yeah, but we were just speaking about Jesus, and was like, hey, Andrew, can you see this guy? He's like, I don't know if he's coding these games or like developing it, but it's really cool because me, myself, I'm a IT developer. Like, I do a lot of languages, and Andrew as well. He does the same thing. So when we checked the music video, it was like, yes, Andre, this is cool, man. I mean, you
That
see,
is, yeah.
it's quite. Plus, the track was amazing.
Yeah, no, very, very cool. And also, I love those little bits and pieces. But man, I can hear that. I can hear the influences. You obviously listen to a lot of great South African bands, and I think these boys better watch out. Andre Visagie's coming, and he's right on the
Oh,
tails. And they're gonna be sitting there going, "Hang on, bruv, you're coming here to play with us, not just open, but kind of like co-headline." I can see it
Oh, yeah.
happening.
You guys are gonna definitely buy me a beer for opening act, Fransje van Coop,
Yes,
Donnie,
definitely,
Paul,
definitely.
I've seen you guys.
Absolutely.
I want to play with you guys.
Yeah, no, dude, a phenomenal track. Absolutely love it. What else is coming out? Or is, I mean, so that single's out. Is there an album on the way? What's happening?
Well, yes, that single is actually part of an album. We've been like, I don't know if anyone can see us now or just hear us, but we are in the studio right now, and we've got like a huge studio around us. But we've been working on albums and singles for quite a while now. Rehearsing the stuff, recording it, overdubbing it, fixing the stuff, mixing, mastering. So it's part of a 10-track album. But at the moment, I'm releasing everything as singles, just to keep it a bit focused on, what I'm doing at the moment with my music. So, for example, I would love to do some English country at some stage. But that's just part of the development. Yes, hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have. The album actually was finished until I released the song. So hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have the remix and the remaster of the whole album. You can definitely find it on Andre Visagie Band. And if you forget my name, Nevia Visage. I don't know if you've heard that. Nevia Faith. Yeah. They tell me my surname's from French. Andre Visagie.
Visage. Visage.
Yes,
was an actual 80s band.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, really?
I love it, Andre.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Visage.
Oh,
Yeah.
correct.
The song was called Fade to Grey.
Well, we're definitely going to be Visage 2.0 then.
Yeah, definitely 2.0, no doubt about that. Andre, thank you so much, man. Absolutely love the track, and definitely can't wait to hear more from you guys. So go and check. It's Andre Visage. Now I'm going Visage. Visagie music.
Oh yes, Andre Visagie music, or you can find everything on. If you forget about my name, if you forget my name, go check The Man Cave. But in Afrikaans, it's Die Man Cave. DIE Man Cave. Die Man Cave. You can check us out there, and all the social pages, Andre Visagie Band, and you'll find us there, music videos, tracks on everything, and we'll rock your world.
Awesome. And if you want to watch the video again, go check it out on our YouTube playlist, NMM 2023, and you'll be able to catch that video as well as all the other videos we do play here on the show. Remember to subscribe to the channel and subscribe to the bands. Go and join them, get online and go and support the South African and UK music, because this is not only Martin sitting in London, I'm in Joburg, you're in Zanin, we're all in different parts of the world. Andre, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thank you very much, guys. It was awesome.
Sorry, I left you for 45 seconds.
All right, it's all good.
Oh,
we look forward to hearing more.
I'm back.
We look forward to hearing
Thank
more.
you very much. I'll update you guys.
Thanks, Andre. Keep well, man.
Thanks. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
That's probably what happened to you there, disappearing on my ass.
Internet outage just disappeared. It's been very stormy here today, very windy. So
I thought you started to have load shedding.
well, it might still be on the cards. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm hearing about it. And that brings us to the end of the show. Nice jam-packed full show. Yeah.
Thanks to everyone for joining
cool.
us. It was brilliant stuff. I missed the end. You were asking about the gaming sounds in that track there. That's when I just lost you. So I was like, oh,
yes,
that's a
and
good
they were
question.
saying, yeah, because I could hear them, and I just found it quite coincidental, the fact that we had Velazquez before that, and then these guys afterwards, and they got this really cool Nintendo Game Boy sound in the background, but they're also IT guys. So I think that's where it came from, and they were raving about Velazquez's track as well. So the guys were very, very impressed by that. So it's great to see South African and UK artists listening and getting to know music from across the pond, as they
And
say.
sort of proving that it's like you said in the as you were chatting to them as well. It's a global thing, isn't it? It doesn't matter that it's not in the same language. You connect with it. It might be that you just connect with it anyway because you get it without hearing the words. Or sometimes it makes you go, well, that's cool. I want to know more about what they're saying.
Yeah.
And that encourages you to explore a little bit more as well. So it works both ways, I think. It's just
Absolutely. Big shout out to Devo as well. She keeps on supporting us with
As
new
always.
music, as always. So yeah, absolutely love that. Can't wait to see what else Devo has got for us. Always has.
Yep.
Definitely a man with his finger on the pulse of SA rock music and what's happening on the rock scene. So yeah, big shout out to Devo, as always, supporting South African music. Big shout out to our guest tonight, Velazquez.
Mel.
I'm not going to say the first band. I'm going to go Punkfontein and Mel.
Punkfontein.
And I can't get any further than that. I'm lost.
Alright.
I'm lost.
All right. Okay.
Are you going to try, Martin?
Well, I haven't got it in front of me now to read it, so I can't. do it
Meel
from memory.
Vignetting.
Yeah.
Sounds very Dutch, doesn't it?
Vignetting, yes.
Vignetting. And the Leviathan. The
Leviathan.
Leviathan. Oh,
Leviathan.
man. I'm going to just give up right now, there and then. That's it for the show tonight. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We will catch you same time, same place. We've got 2 more weeks at 8 p.m., I think, and then we change over again.
End of March.
End of March.
This
Yep.
sort of ludicrous thing that we keep doing every twice a year or something.
Yep. So we'll be going to 7 p.m. in South Africa while Martin stays on 6.
Yeah, man.
We'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody. Good night. We're out of here.
Cheers. See ya. Bye.
Bye.